Hey, I'm Gerry Cooney, and I was in the biggest fight in the history of the game in 1982 with Larry Holmes.
Gerry. And then when I walked over to Victor Valley, you ain't nothing, you ain't nothing.
I stepped into that arena. I couldn't see the top of the stadium. And you know, it was the first fight in my whole career that I was not afraid. I just wanted to hit him.
But Gerry, those mothers out there ain't thinking about you. They don't, they gonna get this change. Gerry, it's me and you. Let's have a good fight.
And that told the story that we're just two athletes going in to do our thing, and we both want to win. And that's why all those people were there.
I didn't fight for it because he's a white man or black man or whatever. I fought black guys just as hard as I fought Gerry Cooney. And some of them I probably had to fight harder than I fought Gerry Cooney. And that's the way I see it. But you know, a lot of times when those two mixes up, it becomes a racial situation.
There was a time in Mexico City when Holmes, we were supposed to take a ride for an interview, and Holmes said something to me, and I said, and you know, it got a little nasty a couple of times, but listen, that's a game. I mean, he's a very prideful heavyweight. I'm a very prideful guy. I don't want to lose. He didn't want to lose. And that's what happens when you sign the paper to fight. You're playing chess with each other to get the upper hand.
I never said anything that I thought would hurt Gerry Cooney or hurt his family or whatever. I never thought that. And I'm sure Gerry didn't think the same thing about me either. I don't think he would want to say things that would hurt me and my family.
I was so angry about how the distastefulness of this great athletic sport that I was in turned into, and partly because of him, I felt. I was so angry, and I wish I didn't have that, because I wish I would have had a little more fear. It could have made me a little more, you know, cautious and focused on the plan.
I'm in there for my wife. All the booing, all the cheering, everything else. When I looked at her, she's looking at me. Get him, Larry, get him. You're the champ.
You can't really prepare for a fight that big. You know, you don't really, the inexperience I had was really what hurt me. In the second round, I got dropped with my right hand. And I remember on my knees, sitting on my knees, saying to myself, how the hell did you get here?
I knew how to fight. I knew how to move on the side. I knew when to go in and when to not to go in. I knew how Gerry punched. I knew him. I studied him. I watched him.
He was kind of like a defender for me. You know, like, listen, I was in the fight. He was in the fight for his life. He said, I hit him with a body shot. He said, thank God he was holding on to the rope so he could crawl back to the corner.
Listen, Gerry's a nice guy. He's always been a nice guy to me, even when we fought each other. And people don't understand that. I ain't no mercenary, and Gerry is not either. We're two human beings. We're trying to make some money. And that's what we do. He had to kick my butt. I had to kick his butt. It was something that we had to do. Gerry gets all the respect from me. When there is something that I get the chance to do and make a couple extra bucks, and they say, Larry, can you get somebody? I call Gerry.
How do I define it today is I live every day to the fullest. And I put myself out there, and I walk on that path, and I am the happiest guy in the world. Like I was that night going into the ring. I feel that way now. There's no bells or whistles, but I'm a bad man.